Good morning.
Morning.
Today is Wednesday, September 20, 2023. It is now 10:02 a.m. We are at the Village of Broadview Village Hall for the operational board meeting for the Eisenhower Emergency Communications Center. At this time, I would like to call to order. Like I said, it's 10:02. Can I have a roll call, please?
Yes. Deputy Chief Yancey.
Here.
Fire Chief Bernal.
Here.
Police Chief Mills.
Here.
Mayor Thompson.
Here.
And Acting Chief Martin here. Sir, we have a quorum.
All right. Can we please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Have a moment of silence, please. Thank you. Number 5, introduction of news media and guests. I don't see any news media.
Joe Isabella, Maywood Homeland Security.
All right, thank you.
I received nothing for, sorry. That's the next one. Go ahead, sir.
Right, okay. Number 6, public comment. Secretary.
I received nothing for public comment for today, sir.
Okay. Number 7, approval of minutes from the Operation Ike Board meeting on August 16, 2023. Can I have a motion for approval of the minutes?
So move. Second.
Motion by Deputy Chief Yancey, second by Chief Bernal. Okay. Good for a roll call?
Yes.
Okay. Chief Yancey?
We had to,
I'm sorry.
did we approve the minutes? I know we did a second.
Yeah, we did, Yancey motion and Bruno seconded, so we need to vote for it.
Okay.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second, no discussion, right? Just got to do a
Anyone
roll
have any
call.
You gotta
questions?
approve it. All in favor?
Okay.
Is it a consent, all in favor?
Aye.
You can do an all in favor for minutes.
Oh, okay. Does that mean that?
Yes.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Number 8, the
Motion
expense
carries.
report. Director Reyes, can you provide that, please?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Basically, the expense report is made up this past month of the EMD agreement that we did with Priority Dispatch, as well as some other training that goes with it. As of today, we're standing at $776,633.64 in our budget. Questions?
Any questions from the board?
No question. None.
Thank you. Number 9, director's report. Director Reyes?
Okay. So last month, the IKE 911 Center received 6,966 calls via the 911 emergency or non-emergency phone lines, and that generated 3,343 documented calls for service. In comparison to August of last year, the center received 6,790 calls via 911 emergency or non-emergency phone lines, generating 3,363 documented calls. Calls received were up by 176, and calls for service were down 20 compared to August of last year. Broadview's telecommunicators are still negotiating their contract. The next generation 911 cutover was successfully executed on September 12, 2023. The State of Illinois project has been in the works for several years. The IKE 911 Center is the first center in the state of Illinois that uses the Zetron Max phone system to cut over to the next generation 911 system. And as stated, the balance is at $776,063.64.
Any questions from the board on the director's report?
I do.
Yes, ma'am.
So on the comparison of the numbers, do we separate, like, how many calls was Broadview, how many were
Yes.
Maywood? So I would like to
Well-
see the breakout, just so each municipality know how many calls are being taken.
Yep.
That would be good, and then congratulations on completing the project for the next generation.
Thank you.
I think that's a big deal, you know, being the first in the state of Illinois that uses the Zentra Max phone system. So, good job, thank you.
Thank you very much.
I just have one thing. Want to see if you'd be able to, in the next couple of meetings, give us an assessment on the manpower that you have to make sure we're still where we should be with the volume of calls.
Okay.
I just want to make sure that both municipalities are satisfied with, you know, I know we have sick calls, extended sick leaves and things of that nature. So I didn't know if you might want to, depending on your recommendations, look at a part-timer or something like that to alleviate some of that stress on the dispatcher. So just food for thought if you could.
Okay, will do.
And so piggyback off of Deputy Chief, that's why we need to look at the numbers for each municipality, because that's gonna determine the data on like the manpower and who's responsible for, you know, the additional work or bringing somebody else in, whether it's Maywood or Broadview, and we have to look at it from the municipality perspective of what's budgeted for.
Okay, will do.
Okay.
We have a monthly breakdown of the numbers, so we'll just include it in the report every month
Yeah.
as well.
That'd be good, and if we could just kind of track over like maybe the next 90 days of what that looked like, and then that way you can go back to the officials in Maywood to say, you know, this is our numbers and we need to make some changes, or if it's on our side, we know what we need to do to make the adjustments to have that consideration as we go into the next fiscal year.
And I don't know about contracts, but there is things in the Maywood side of the contract, I believe, still that allows for a part-timer. I don't know about the Broadview side.
When you say contracts, are you talking about the union
CBA.
contracts or, okay, so yeah, you
CBA.
would have to identify that for Maywood.
Okay. We had that in ours, but
Well, ours is still under
yeah,
negotiation.
and yours is still in negotiation, so okay.
So I would like to add then, Director Reyes and
Thank you.
Lieutenant Acom, so as we gather these numbers and put it into a report, let's break it down as to Broadview, Maywood, as well as shifts. So we can, because if we're gonna go, if it should become an issue and the volume is higher on the afternoon shift versus midnights, and we decide to go down that road and entertaining, we want to know what would be appropriate. So if we can break down the call volume during each shift, because the IKE is 3 shifts, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Okay.
And I think the data is gonna determine as we move into making the IKE its own standalone agency, that's gonna help us make some determinations as we move forward to make it its own agency as it relates to staffing needs. So we're gonna need the data anyway, so thank you.
We're working on it.
And I think, and I'll ask the opinion of the board, so what we just asked for should probably be included next month into new business versus just off of your director's report.
Okay.
And then we'll leave it on, it'll stay on business as we track it for the next 90 days.
Right.
As new business?
Yes. So next month, under new business request, you know, the updates,
Okay. So that would be,
that should be a separate report added
okay,
that every member should receive.
okay.
Okay.
So we list that as like 911 center data
Yes.
report?
Yes.
Like a data report? Okay.
Number 10, new business. We have no new business listed. Number 11, old business. Update from council establishing IKE 911 as a joint agency. Council, you have anything?
Unfortunately, I was not able to get to it as I had anticipated that I was going to. I did have a meeting scheduled to go over it. Unfortunately, had another death in the family that required me to go out of town, and that just sort of took me out of it, and then I was sick all last week as well, too. So I apologize for not being able to get to it. I should have an update for the board next meeting.
Okay, thank you.
So I am gonna ask Attorney Jerusik, even, you know, if something come up between the month, like, you know, things that's out of your control, can you just prepare a memo to my office so that we can report on like where we are with moving forward?
Sure, absolutely, Mayor.
Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
B, the same thing, updated rewriting the IGA between the villages of Maywood and Broadview.
Same.
Any other new updates, or it's the same?
Yeah, same.
Okay. Okay. And so as the mayor said, in any situation, just prepare a memo and,
Will do.
okay?
I'm making a note of that.
All right, thank you. And C, update from Westcom Director Brian Staunton. I know he's not here, but Director Reyes did have a conversation. If you could go on the podium and fill us in.
So after the meeting last month, we reached out to Brian Staunton, the director over there, and invited him to come to this board meeting for any updates that he had, and at that time he said he had no information that was new, that since the last time he came, other than that they had gotten the grant. However, he is looking to try to get a meeting together with their board and our board, and that was the last that I heard, so nothing new since then.
So I would think that at some point, just like the last time, he will probably have to reach out to the respective mayors in the communities and set up that type of meeting.
So I think what should take place, we probably should take it off the agenda
Okay?
to move forward, and then when they notify us, we can invite them to a meeting, or if we have a collaboration meeting between the other municipalities, we have the meeting, and we can put it back on as new business if we decide to go forward based off what we know today.
Okay, noted. So we'll remove item C from old business until further
Yeah.
notice.
Any objections to that, gentlemen?
No objection.
Thank you.
Got it.
At this time, number 12, I ask for a motion for adjournment.
So move.
Second.
Okay, motion by Mayor Thompson, second by Chief Bernal. Okay, roll call. Deputy Chief Yancey,
Yes.
Chief Bernal,
Yes.
Chief Mills,
Yes.
Mayor Thompson.
Yes.
Thank you, Chief Martin, yes.
Okay, meeting is adjourned at 10:16. Thank you. We will go directly into (10:16). Have a roll call, sir.
Yes, give me one second, one quick second. Just change my agenda sheets. Move that over there. What time did you say we called the order?
10:16.
10:16, thank you. Okay. Roll call. My sheets over.
We'll go to,
Get a roll call.
okay,
Okay, Deputy Chief Yancey,
Here.
Chief Bernal,
Here?
Chief Mills,
here.
Mayor Thompson,
Here.
Chief Martin here. Sir, we have a quorum.
Okay. I would say number 5, introduction of news, media, and guests. We still have present Joe Giusebella from Maywood, thank you. Number 6, Mr. Secretary, anyone for public comment?
No, we received nothing for public comment for this meeting.
Okay, number 7, the approval of minutes from the quarterly JETSB meeting, which was held August 16th, 2023. Have a motion?
So move.
Second?
Second. I'll second it.
Okay.
I'll second it. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
For 8,
Motion carries.
all right.
Sorry.
For 8, new business, and 9, old business, it is the same agenda that we just went over under the IKE operational board meeting. If no one from the board has any questions or concerns,
I don't.
I will ask for a motion for adjournment.
So move.
Second.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
That adjournment is at 10:18 hours.
Motion by Mayor.
Yeah.
Second by
Yancey, yep.